please. Now everyone together. Tra-la-la-boom, yay! No language arts today. Mr. Hansen's gone away. Tra-la-la-boom, yay! Tra-la-la-boom, yay! No language arts today. Mr. Hansen's gone away. Tra-la-la-boom, yay! Tra-la-la-boom, yay! No language arts today. Mr. Hansen's gone away. Tra-la-la-boom, yay!
3.
Very good, class. Now you know Mr. Hansen is gone, so we have to get everything ready for the substitute. Danny, Eric, and Beverly, take care of the erasers. Everyone else, fix the board. Yeah. So
Today we will also be using substitute tortures, numbers 21 and 22, the fake name switch, and act like we never heard of this before.
places, everyone.
Mr. Hansen's class, language arts, is this correct? Yes, you there, young miss in the front. What is your name?
This is Mr. Hansen's class, and my name is Daisy.
That's a very interesting name. I guess I should learn everybody's name then. Let's go around the room.
My name is Violet.
I'm whatchamacallit.
Hello, my name is Totos.
My name's Petunia.
My name is Bobby.
My name is Homer.
My friends call me Boza.
Yo, I'm McFly.
They call me Jungle Person. My name's Wizard. My name's John Jacob Jingleheimer Smith.
I'm Boza.
I mean Elmer.
My friends call me Busted.
My name's Lazy.
My name is Butterfingers.
Hi, my name's Tarzan. People call me Candy.
My name's Rex, T-Rex.
Hi, I'm Bond. James.
I'm mischievous.
Thank you. One and all, I've memorized your monikers and attached them to your physiognomies. Let's hope you'll do the same. My name is Dr. Darkwind. Yes, Buster?
Mr. Hansen usually lets us have a 10-minute break before we start.
Candy?
Mr. Hansen usually lets us go down to lunch for candy.
Yay!
Mr. Hansen usually always lets us yodel if we want to.
Mr. Hansen usually lets us see our favorite movie before we start. Mr. Hansen usually lets us do backflips off the desks. Mr. Hansen usually lets us bungee jump off the roof.
Mr. Hansen usually lets us tap dance on the desk.
Mr. Hansen usually lets us party all day.
Mr. Hansen usually lets us swing on the lights.
Mr. Hansen always lets us do crazy things.
Mr. Hansen always lets us fool around.
Mr. Hansen always lets us go outside to climb the trees and make monkey noises. I have to go to the bathroom.
Mr. Hansen lets us run around the school all day.
Mr. Hansen lets us box and wrestle.
Mr. Hansen usually lets us put the tables together and have a disco party.
Mr. Hansen usually lets us order pizzas.
Mr. Hansen usually lets us pay cash.
Mr. Hansen usually lets us go home at any time we want without any homework.
Want some candy?
Mr. Hansen lets us hang out with other kids in other classrooms.
Mr. Hansen usually lets us have target practice.
Mr. Hansen usually lets us throw stuff.
Does he really?
Yes!
Well, that's just marvelous. And I'm sure you'll enjoy all those wonderful activities tomorrow, because today we have this very important assignment to complete before anybody leaves. Today is Language Arts Gurney Day. Mr. Gear has chosen this class to prepare and present Mount Pleasant's Language Arts Gurney. 3 judges will be here to judge your presentation in 20 minutes.
What the heck is gurning?
Gurning, the act of making a face showing teeth.
You're kidding.
No, I'm Dr. Darkling.
We've never had gurning before.
Most people haven't. You can't do this to us. We've only had metaphors and similes.
I have a note from my doctor that says I shouldn't gurn.
I left my gurning book at home.
I swallowed my gurn. Whenever I gurn, my teeth fall out.
My teeth aren't clean, so I can't show them.
Gurning makes me sick.
My cat scratched my gurning book.
My hamster ate my gunning book.
My dog ate my grin and buried the rest.
Yeah, well, my gurn laughed to death.
I forgot how to gurn.
I have to go to the bathroom.
My gurn got roadkill.
John Jacob Jingleheimer Smith took mine.
My mom said if I gurn, my face will stick that way.
I can't gurn because I forgot to brush my teeth.
I'm too hungry to gurn.
I ate too much candy.
My gurn's on vacation.
Sorry, I'm the president's sick.
I pulled a practical joke on my turn, and it's sitting up in its room as nervous as a wreck.
It also says here that if Mr. Gear and the U.S. Department of Gurning pass your presentation, you get to skip language arts for the rest of the year.
We've got 15 minutes. Let's get gurning.
Wait a minute, so gurning is making a face with their teeth showing. But how do we make them language arts gurning?
Language arts gurning is a specialized form of gurning. You simply pick a book, read the best part, and make a face you're thinking. Barbie, what book do you have there?
The Twits by Roald Dahl.
Perfect. Come up and read the first paragraph on page 4.
Mr. Twit was one of those very hairy-faced men. The whole of his face, except for his forehead, his eyes, and his nose, was covered with thick hair. The stuff even sprouted and was melting dust out of his nostrils and ankles.
Freeze that face. Great gurning. Bozo, what book do you have there?
The Big Book of Poems.
Good. Read the first first limerick on page 228.
A sleeper from the Amazon put 90s of his grandma's on. The reason that he was too fat to get his own pajamas on.
Freeze that face. That's language arts gurn number 2.
So you can gurn a book if it's disgusting?
You can gurn a book because it's great.
Gurn a character acting strangely.
Learn a character that you hate.
Precisely. I couldn't have put it more poetically myself.
5 minutes till Mr. Gear and the Department of Gurning. Let's hit the books.
Welcome, Mr. Gear. How nice of you to join us.
Are the students ready with their language art gurns?
Yes, ma'am. They're the finest lot of gurners I've ever seen in a long while.
We'll be the judges of that. I just want you to know that the whole fate of Mount Pleasant School will be decided by this language arts gurn. If you succeed, gurning glory will be ours. If you fail,
Let the gurning begin.
I'm reading The Witches by Roald Dahl. Down with children, do them in, boil their bones and fry their skin. Bish them, squish them, bash them, mash them. Break them, snake them, slash them, smash them. Offer cogs with magic power. Say it up, then say it louder.
I'm also reading by The Witches by Roald Dahl. The brilliant snake eyes that were set so deep, that dreadful, rotten, worm-eating face that glared unblinkingly at the witches that sat in front of her.
I'm reading Wild and Woolly Mammoths written and illustrated by Lee. The hunters and their families ate the mammoth meat. They crushed the skulls and ate the brains. They used the bones to make tent frames. They also used the bones to make tusks and jewelry. They burned bones for fuel too, but their skin was too tough for anything.
Airplane Top by Patricia McCockins. Did Mama sing every day? Asked Caleb. Every single day. He sat close to the fire, his chin in his hand. There was dust and the dogs lay beside him on the warm house stone. Every single day, I told him, for the second time this week, for the 20th time this month, for the 100th time this year, in the past few years.
World's weirdest underwater creatures. Welcome to my nightmare, the wolffish. This is one scary-looking fish. Its powerful jaws and sharp teeth are deadly weapons. The wolffish isn't afraid to use them. It can crush the shells of crabs, and it will also attack fishermen who are unlucky enough to catch it in their nets. A wolffish bites. It's extremely painful, and it can even crush a person's finger. It is in its deadly jaws. Wolffish live in the cool waters of the North Atlantic Ocean.
Romeo and Juliet by Shakespeare. O Romeo, O Romeo, wherefore art thou Romeo? O be some other name, what in any name? What we call rose by any other name would smell as sweet. Eek.
George's Marvelous Medicine by Roald Dahl. Then she began to bulge. She was swelling. She was puffing up all over. Someone was pumping her up. That's how it looked. Was she going to explode? Her face was turning from purple to green.
The longest mustache recorded was 102 inches long.
I'm reading The Magic School Bus by Jonah Cole. When we emerged from the bloodstream, we were in a huge open space. "Where are we?" asked the kid. Said Miss Frizzle explained. "Children, this is the nasal cavity." "The what?" we asked. "The inside of the nose," said Mrs. Frizzle. "Now can I go to the bathroom?"
I am reading The Iceman by Don Lesson. A close-up view of Ötzi's mummified head shows how well his eyes were preserved. His nose and lips were disfigured, probably by the movement of the ice that covered him.
Goosebumps, 10 Spooky Stories by R.L. Stein. I screamed when I pulled open the kitchen door. A lime green creature stood on the back porch. A springy antenna sprouted from its head and wobbled in the wind. A third eyeball peered at me from above its nose. A red eyeball. "I come from outer space," it muttered to my cat Scout. "What kind of furry creature are you?"
I am reading Guinness Book of World Records. Loudest screamer. The scream of Simon Robinson of South Australia was measured at 120 decibels on 11 November 1988. I am reading The Tyrannosaurus by Mr. Hansen's class. On two and through, a dinosaur went lickety-flack. She left it dead, and with its head, she went skipping back.
The Trap by William Byer. That red fox back at the father's field, caught in my hidden trap, was half mad with fear. During the night, he must have whipped his foot from the cold steel.
Falling Up by Shel Silverstein. I'd put a piece of cantaloupe underneath the microscope. I saw a million strange things sleeping. I saw a zillion weird things creeping. I saw some green things twist and bend. I won't eat cantaloupe again.
Falling Up by Shel Silverstein. Advance. William Tell, take your arrow, grip it well. There's the apple, aim for the middle. Oh well, missed you by a little.
Fantastic Mr. Fox by Roald Dahl. Bogus was a chicken farmer. He kept thousands of chicken. He was enormously fat. This was because he ate 3 boiled chickens smothered with dumplings every day for breakfast, lunch, and supper.
I'm going to read Margaret, Go Wash Your Feet by Wallace Tripp. English teeth, happy teeth, always having fun. Clamping down on bits of fish and sausages have done. English teeth, heroes' teeth, hear them click and clack. Let's sing a song of praise to them. 3 cheers for brown, gray, and black. I'm reading Through the Looking Glass by Lewis Carroll. I'm sure I'm very sorry, was all Alice could say, for the words of an old song kept ringing through her head like the ticking of a clock, and she could hardly help saying them out loud. Tweedledum and Tweedledee agreed to have a battle, for Tweedledum said Tweedledee had spoiled his new rattle. Just then flew down a monstrous crow as black as a tar barrel, which frightened both the heroes so they quite forgot their quarrel.
Fantastic expressions. Such range of emotion.
Such literary gurning.
You guys did a great job. Give yourself a pat on the back.
No language arts today. We learn
The substitute wrote that you all completed your work.
But what about the gurney?
Did we stay to school?
Dr. Darkland said we can skip language arts for the rest of the year.
What are you talking about?
Mr. Here, tell Mr. Hansen about the language arts gurney and Dr. Darkling and the U.S. Department of Gurney and how we save Mount Pleasant with our fantastic face making.
Mr. Hansen, I think we better cut down on the sugar cookies. But I do have this special news. I have chosen this class to prepare and present one of our finest language arts, yodeling. 3 judges from the U.S. Department of Yodeling will be here tomorrow to judge a presentation.
Yodeling!